Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything.
Good morning, good evening and good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to India. Welcome to Udaipur, White City, or the city of lakes. And boy, do they have them. 7 to be precise. 5 of the big ones, 2 smaller ones. And what's interesting, they are all interconnected. How now? Artificially or naturally? Absolutely no idea, because I didn't have time to research anything. We are now at the City Palace, which you can see behind me. And let me show you, because this thing is enormous. I've been walking for good 20 minutes now, I think, and I'm not even close to making half of the circle around it. I think it's that big. It is the biggest palace in Rajasthan, which is not surprising. And I don't know, a few things we're gonna talk about. Let's start with, okay, police. So there is literally hundreds of them here. Hundreds, and I'm not like over exaggerating. There is over 100 of them. I'm sure they are. Because it's just, there's so many people here, and you do have like a straight path that you need to follow. Is that a fucking word? I don't know. If you stray out of the way just for a meter, there's a policeman yelling at you. Yeah, because there's always constantly someone going the wrong way. They're constantly yelling. It's very funny actually. What's also funny is all the people making selfies, and 99% of them being male. The poses they are striking in front of their cameras and shit, it's ridiculous. I was standing there 5 minutes just trying not to laugh out loud, because I don't know what they're doing. Anywho, yeah, I'm on a tour of Udaipur city with a driver who speaks 6 words of English language, even though we asked for one from a tour agency that speaks English. Didn't happen, same as in my tour that lasted 3 or 4 days, but it is what it is, I guess. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so you know when you're in some town, or not town, country, somewhere more than a few days, and then you start noticing the little things that are different than your place of life. Well, there's few of them. For example, in cars here, some of the cars at least. You know how in American movies some of the Americans don't put off the foil over their couches and things like that? They do that in cars. They leave it over the seats and over everything else basically. Wow, it's busy here. This place, I wanted to say, is one of the rare places which was actually clean. No waste, no, you know, Indian crap, because, yeah, I don't know why, but obviously they're trying here and they're doing well, so congrats to this place. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna call my driver now and then we're gonna continue. I showed you the palace. What's next? I have no idea. We'll see, wherever the driver takes me. Now I could tell you where I am, but I don't know, since I can't understand the driver. I tried to figure it out, but I don't know. I think he was expecting me to take a boat ride on the lake here, but I'm not doing that. Anywho, few interesting facts about Udaipur that I wanted to mention also. Shit, this is a dead end. One of the lakes here is the second biggest artificial freshwater lake in whole of Asia. I did not know that. Now, the second largest wall in the world, we all know which one the first is here around the fort in Udaipur, and it is a 36 kilometers long system of fortifications protecting that fort. Oh, mining, yeah, I knew I forgot something. So apparently Rajasthan as a region is very famous and was famous since medieval times for zinc and copper mining, and the sites in Udaipur were found that support claims that it was mined here during the medieval ages. To be perfectly honest, I don't really know what to do now. I'm gonna tell you a story about my SIM card, because you should be careful about that. So what happened to me was, when you're getting a SIM card here, you need to, of course, show them your passport and your visa. And apparently there's some government regulation that says that your SIM card is valid until your visa is valid. So the girl who worked in Airtel, that's the telecommunication company I'm with, well, she read my visa wrong, basically shortening my SIM card activation period, let's call it like that, which means I will be without internet starting 2 days from now. Which is shit, because I can't get another SIM card because they already used my passport to issue the first one. So yeah, just be careful when you're doing that. Just tell people, show them in the visa which date they should be looking at. I'm gonna go and find my perfect driver, even though I can't blame him, just to be completely clear. It's not his fault he doesn't speak English. It's the agency's fault, because the agency was specifically told that we need an English-speaking driver. It also needs to be said, this is beautiful. Walking around these lakes and this whole, I would call them mountains, hills, something be kind. It is really nice. I mean, nobody expects it to be clean, but it's India. Nobody wants to go swimming in these lakes, but it is nice. I get it why they call it the city of lakes. They're nice. It's a perfect spot to come and relax, have a... Actually, I don't know is alcohol allowed here or not. We should we should find that out. But yeah, let's go find the driver. Okay, I take back everything I said about the driver, because this place is worth the whole hassle between the language barriers and shit. Garden of the Maidens, 18th century, monuments, parks, flowers, grass, which is either I have never seen grass that precisely cut. I don't know. It's amazing. It's Wimbledon. It was made for maidens, as the name says, for the maidens of a princess who in 18th century came here and married some guy, I'm guessing a king or a prince or something. I didn't read that much. So I'll just shut up now and roll the footage and show you. I know I already mentioned this in the City Palace, but the amount of guys posing in 100 different positions for a selfie here, again, I don't know what's happening here. Maybe that's a trend. Maybe we are doing it wrong in India. Maybe we're doing it wrong in Europe. Come on. Maybe the guys should be the ones taking selfies, not the girls. Everything's upside down, my whole world. And it looks to me, folks, we're gonna finish this one into yet another park. Kika Children Park, says the sign here. And there's a huge statue, which I'm hopefully showing you now, which I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna find out on Google and I'm gonna put the name somewhere here for you. Anywho, thank you everyone for tuning in to this small Asia series, especially India now. We should have one more video from India, from New Delhi. Maybe two, but I don't think I'll have time, so probably one. And after that, we're meeting up with Ginger Lady at Saigon Airport in Vietnam, where we will be spending next 3 weeks. So, please consider subscribing. If you love these videos, press the like button. If you really love them, check out our Patreon. There's a lot of extra content, bloopers. You get the videos before anyone else, and it really helps us out to reach our dream of being a full-time YouTubers. So, until next time. See you then.